Yes, I know. I know. I have to give you more attention. I'm sorry, okay? I want to make sure that you're safe and no crazy person is trying to like hunt after you. Some bounty man. Like, I don't want this. I want you to be safe, okay? I want you to be right here. I want you to be okay. But I know that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, my friends, welcome back to All Ages Geek TV, a place where we spread fandom, positivity, and unite the geeks of all ages through a simple truth, and that is through reactions, through anime fandoms, through gaming, through video games. I just said the same thing twice. Through a lot of beautiful things that is geek culture. We unite the geeks of all ages. That is our mission. Fire just came out of my throat. Because why? I'm a dragon. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be reacting to a few episodes of World of Remnant. And I would like to give a shout out to one of the squad members who actually did tell me how to react to this. So the person who told me to react to the World of Remnant in this order after episode 5 is from Catalyst1391. And they said, so I should be reacting to Huntsman, Between Kingdoms, and FAUNUS watched together in order as next RWBY reaction, meaning after episode 5, since it seems to be where you're currently with your already recorded reactions. Shanae Dust Company after episode 6, and The Great War after episode 8. Sorry if that wasn't clear. I may sometimes make my sentences too complex and convoluted. Yes. So anyway, today we're going to be reacting to 3 episodes of World of Remnant directly on Verve. Again, this is not a sponsored post from Verve, even though if it is, hey, we're here. But Verve is a great place where you guys can watch your favorite anime, and RWBY has its own column under there. There's also a lot of other Rooster Teeth shows that are on Verve if you want to check them out. I'm not sure if RWBY episodes are fully there, but there are a few things that are exclusive onto Verve, and they have these World of Remnant videos. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out Verve and support anime creators. Again, this is not sponsored. This is just me saying what me and the team usually use to actually watch anime together, or what we use in order to actually make these videos possible for you guys. Because again, we strongly do not believe in just taking other people's content and making it our own. That is something we're strictly against. But what we like to do is be able to support other creators and those studios by actually subscribing to the subscriptions that they do have on their website or wherever. But anyway, guys, I'm excited for the World of Remnant videos because again, it gives me an insight of the World of Remnant. I guess that's the point. But anyway, guys, let's get reacting. Phantom Positivity Keyboard, I pray you give us lots of goodness today. Let's get reacting. Let's go, boys and girls. And everyone. Let's go, everybody! Let's get reacting!
Huntsmen and huntresses.
Yes!
The best and brightest warriors of Remnant.
Yes!
Ranking higher than Kingdom Police and even military in terms of strength and skill.
Yes.
The occupation was established alongside the Huntsman Academies after the Great War, with the hope of creating elite warriors whose sole purpose would be to combat the creatures of Grim.
Did I see this
Beacon
one already?
Academy
I don't think I saw this one already.
Oh! Haven, founded in Mistral. Shade, founded in Vacuum.
Shade?
And Atlas, founded in the now-defunct Kingdom of Mantle.
Defunct.
These institutions accepted graduates of primary combat schools who showed enough promise and tenacity to not only battle the world's deadliest creatures, but also protect their
Look at that beauty!
For this reason, trainings are grouped into teams, ensuring the continual development of communication, empathy, and teamwork. Traits that are vital to any guardian of peace.
Yay.
As an additional precaution to maintaining peace, the founders of the academies believe that their graduates should be kept separate from kingdom allegiance. Once finished with their training, huntsmen and huntresses are free to choose who they work for, as well as what kind of work they do through the use of mission boards.
God, yes! This is open for roleplay.
Kingdom or village is entirely up to the individual. However, Atlas
I would.
Academy has come under increasing amounts of scrutiny for the indoctrination of military lifestyle upon its students, pressuring them to enlist in the Atlas military's Special Operatives Unit.
Ooh. Is that Winter?
Every academy has its own methods of teaching, but the end result is the same. Huntsmen and huntresses ready to make their own paths. Some will stay together as a team.
Yes.
Some will move on to work alone.
Oh.
But all are expected
That's good to
serve
know.
humanity
Ruby.
and never succumb to the darkness.
Ooh. So overall, what I'm thinking about this is kind of hinting about the future of our girls as we know it. Literally, they could go their own separate ways if they wanted to, and that's something that is going to be heartbreaking. But I feel at the same time, they're all going to be staying together throughout the years. I mean, if they do end up going their separate ways when the series does end, by all means, they'll have those memories to look back on. And obviously, they're going to be sending each other like Christmas cards or holiday cards or whatever. They're going to be in each other's lives for a very, very long time. Because that's something to know always. It's like when the people that you do grow up with, sometimes you guys fall apart. Some people go their own separate paths. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes people just never talk to each other again. But I'm thinking at least with Team RWBY, I think they're going to be sticking together and doing great things in order to make the world of Remnant a better place. But it's really interesting to note how Winter was right there. She was animated. I don't know which place I would be a part of. Your RWBY OCs, my friends. What are your RWBY OCs a part of? What occupation did they choose and why? What I love about RWBY, again, is more young adult fiction and other types of fiction such as RWBY need to be more like this series. You don't have to always necessarily just make it about just 3 or 4 characters. You want to expand your world, you know? You really want to expand your world so your readers and your watchers and your viewers and your fans or everybody who is actually taking in this media, they need to be able to absorb it, be able to role play within it. That is something, as somebody who worked with books for 5 years of her life before going full time on YouTube and on Twitch, I know how darn well that we're in the me period of time. Everything is about politics. Everything is about me. It has to be about me. I'm the author who wants to put this forth and just talk about my views and force my views down somebody else's throat. It's like RWBY doesn't do that. RWBY does not do that at all, and a lot of authors can learn from this way of storytelling because it is a very humble project. Monty created such a very humble project which allows everybody in the world to explore. And you want to know something? That's why it's freaking successful, because humbleness plays a huge part in this. So it was great to hear Oz's voice again. This is actually back from volume 3, and supposedly I did miss this one. That's why I felt like I actually already saw it, because I'm like, wait, because it says volume 3 World of Remnant Huntsman on Verve. So I was automatically like, wait, is this actually it? But no, I did not see this one. I'm glad that I didn't click out of it because we got to saw Winter and Ironwood animated. Like, oh my god. But anyway, guys, let's move on to the next one because we're reacting to 3 in 1 today. Carl?
So, now
Yes!
you know more about the
Yes!
kingdoms. But what's between the big cities?
Oh.
Alright, the easy answer is Rim. There's no reason to beat around the bush. They're out there.
Okay.
Probably won't go well if you run into one.
Fact.
That's okay, because you're a huntsman.
Yes.
Or huntress.
Hey.
And you've trained at one of the major academies, so you're probably fine. Just don't get yourself overrun by a pack of them.
Oh. Oh. Oh, there's eyes.
Now, after a long day of killing Grimm and saving the world, you're going to probably want to stop at a small town inn.
Yes.
Small
Yes,
villages
yes.
dot
Go
the land
on.
between the major cities. You might ask, with the wilderness being so dangerous, why not just live in the big cities? Well, that life isn't meant for everyone.
Oh, really?
These
though?
small towns are founded by people that have a problem with the kingdoms.
Oh.
Or don't want to deal with the kingdom's problems. Or maybe just enjoy the simpler life and would rather take their chances in the wild.
Oh, this
than the
lore.
kingdom. It goes about as well as you'd think.
Nah.
If the founders are smart, then there's a good chance these towns can survive for the same reason the kingdoms continue to. Natural barriers, strong defenses,
Nice.
stubborn citizens. If you don't have at least a few of those, then the chances of a town lasting more than a year isn't great.
Wow. A year.
Unfortunately, it's not just the Grimm running around ruining towns.
What is them?
Wandering bandits are another threat.
Great.
These groups of usually fairly skilled fighters travel the land.
Are you
never
serious?
settling in one place. They often prey on convoys, sending goods between kingdoms. That's not all. These raiders will often wait for a town to be at its weakest, maybe
Of course.
after a Grimm attack, or while its fighters are out hunting.
Wow.
You'll find them moving in at night and striking. Bunch of jerks.
Fact.
The worst part is, if the Grimm hadn't attacked before, you'd better be damn sure they will now. And you can't exactly have bandits
Negativity.
raid your town without at least
Yep.
a few negative emotions.
Facts.
This is also why bandits never stay in the towns they conquer. With attitudes like the ones they have, Grimm tend to be pretty interested in them as well. As long as they
Ooh.
keep moving, they've got a better chance of survival. Besides these small towns, the areas between kingdoms really depend on the continent. Harsh deserts, icy tundras, lush forests, you name it. At this point, pretty much every inch of Remnant has been mapped out.
Wow.
Although there are some areas that no one's gone into and come out alive.
Oh.
And of course, somewhere out there is where she is.
Oh. Who is she? Does he mean Raven? Does he mean Raven? Or does he mean Salem? Does he mean our mafia boss Salem here? Is that what he's saying? Oh my god, where is she located? Ooh, that's gonna be really interesting to know, like where. Where, like what part of the kingdom? So I think it wasn't Raven. I think he was talking about Salem. But oh my God, this lore! So what I love about this too is it's not necessarily again just focusing on the main cities or the main plot or the main setting. It's going out there and venturing into other parts, which allows you as people who are fans, allows us to create our own original characters to live within this world, the world of Remnant. So if you are an author, take note of RWBY, take note of RWBY and get inspired. Make a world that people can live in, and just don't make it about your characters or some kind of political nonsense that you want to shove down somebody's throat. Make it about something that is humble and kind. Because there's too many young adult fiction out there that now it's all about politics, So everyone's just so angry. If Grimm were actually real, I think that they would probably go after these authors because everything is just so gritty. Everything is just so dark. Everything is just so like political. And instead of just making everything about politics, make it something that is humble and kind and caring, such as the world of Remnant. Like, yes, there's a lot of politics that go on into this, but they don't preach it. You realize that? This is what the creators of RWBY do right. They do not preach things to us. They don't expect us to believe in one thing or another. They have all different sides, and this is what young adult fiction truly does lack nowadays, because everything is just like one opinion, and it's just getting tiring. It's getting so tiresome now to actually, for somebody who worked in that for so many years, to see that happen to that community. It's very upsetting, and it's something that I really want to change as the years do go on, because again, RWBY, despite the fact that it is considered like an anime or like an American-made type of anime or whatever those types of shows are kind of called, it is something that a lot of kids and teens really do take away from. And while all these authors may be shunning this type of geek culture, they have to learn from it. Because if everything's just going to be so salty, you know what I'm saying? So what I loved about this is it's humble. It allows you into the world. It welcomes you. And that's why Monty is an amazing creator. But anyway, guys, let's keep moving forward.
Most of us spend a lot of time talking about mankind versus Grimm. But technically, there is a third party in the mix.
Fact.
The FAUNUS.
Yes.
In case you're not in the know, the FAUNUS are a species on Remnant that appear to be human in just about every way. Every way but one. Each FAUNUS has a single animalistic trait. Some more apparent than others. Ram horns, tiger claws, cat ears.
Yes!
I swear, on my huntsman's license, I once saw a guy regrow his severed lizard tail. I swear, no amount of drinking can make you forget that tricky picture. As far as everyone's aware, FAUNUS have been around as long as mankind, if not a little longer.
Ooh.
History gets a little fuzzy past a certain
Oh, that's so cool.
But we do know that their kind and ours are completely compatible from a biological standpoint. Take two wolf FAUNUS, and you get a little wolf cub kitten. A wolf FAUNUS and a human also typically means your little bundle of joy's teething phase could get a little dicey. But if you take a wolf FAUNUS and a bull FAUNUS, for example, it's a complete roll of the dice.
Ooh, really?
You could be cleaning up your son's shedded snake skin.
Ew. Ugh.
Scientists are still scratching their heads when it comes to, well, a lot about the faunus.
Yeah.
But science isn't the real problem. It's how we all get along. Or
Fact.
in this case, how we don't.
Fact, Crow.
Early man was scared to death of the faunus. And honestly, it's not too hard to sympathize with that. Seeing something that looks like you and acts like you walk out of the forest and reveal a pair of fangs can be a little upsetting. Like most things man doesn't understand, all sorts of rumors and stories surround the faunus. People avoided them like the plague, pushing them out of settlements and sometimes even hunting them down.
Wow.
Man began to outnumber
See what fear does?
and the faunus began to consider man nothing more than a hostile species.
That's,
Can't really blame them.
yeah, I know.
These clashes between species were unavoidable, as land that was safe from the Grim was in constant short supply.
See what fear
It was
does?
the Grim that finally brought humans and faunus together for the first time.
Huh.
A village in Sanus fell under attack, and the only reason anyone survived was because the humans and faunus united against their common enemy. It was a step in the right direction, but it didn't fix everything.
Of course.
Once humanity learned they weren't so different from the faunus, they still used those differences as an excuse to exploit and alienate them. The treatment of the faunus
that pisses
differed
me
around
off.
the world, and things wouldn't improve much for them until the Great War. Veil and Vacuo against Mantle and Mistral. A war unlike anyone had ever seen. When it was
Ooh.
over, the world was desperate to find compromises that would ensure they'd never see the likes of it again.
Wow.
Faunus were awarded equal rights as citizens of Remnant.
Good.
And as an apology, they were given an entire continent of their own
But
to
that's
do
still-
with as they pleased. There were some that saw this as fair and just, but many saw it for what it really was. A slap in the face
Yep.
from a nation of sore losers.
Yep.
And so Menagerie was born.
Wow.
There's still faunus all over the world, though the fair treatment they were promised varies in quality from place to place.
The little monkey's jumping.
Menagerie will always be their safe haven. Here's the thing, though. You can only push and prod people so much before they reach a tipping point.
That is such a
You
fact.
pack those people together, it just makes it all the easier for them to get organized
Fact.
and get even.
Oh! Okay, that made so much freaking sense because of the fact they're all together. They can all, like, it just takes one kind of charismatic person to step above the ranks and say something like, we're gonna get revenge, which is the White Fang. But if they gather everybody and change their mind, oh! But you know what? That sucks. And this happens in real life. It really seriously sucks that why people can't get along. And you know what the reason is? It's fear. These people are a fear of change. They're a fear of change. They're a fear of people looking different than them. They don't want to accept everybody. And instead of everybody just understanding each other's views and coming together and agreeing on things, this is how our own society is, especially in America. Everybody literally has to attack each other over politics. And it's just like, instead of coming to it, like to a terms with each other and talking. Instead of talking, nobody talks nowadays. Everyone's just on their little phones. We don't talk anymore. Instead of talking and working things out, everyone wants to fight. That's what people want. The media wants people to fight so they have a story, and then so they make money. And it goes on and on and on. The media makes up things so then they get money and then causes fight within between parties, and then it goes on and on. And so obviously with me, this is why I don't talk much about politics or anything like that, because it's a very, very toxic topic to get on, and especially in America, it is so toxic. But what I like about RWBY, again, they're not afraid to talk about things that you would talk about on the dinner table. They literally are saying things that people avoid, you know, because this stuff should be talked about, and they talk about it in a positive light. It's a whole tough love type of thing where a lot of people don't want to hear certain things because they don't want to talk about it. But if things don't get talked about, nothing changes. Like with All Ages of Geek, we accept every single person out there. No matter your views on anything, we accept you so long as you're respectful for everybody. That's what we say. If you want to be part of this community and if you want to be part of it and just talk to everybody, just respect everybody's views. Show respect for one another. Show kindness. Accept one another with a helping hand and be there for one another. Just don't attack each other, because you know what? The world's already sad. The world's already sad as it is. So why don't we just try to make the world a better place? Because just like on Camp, what did David say? The world is screwed, you know? But you know, somebody has to make the world happier. Somebody has to do it. No matter how screwed up the world is, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to spread positivity and joy in people's lives, even if I'm having a bad day. Because you know what? It's not worth it to judge each other. It's not worth it to sit there and feel like you have to poke fun of somebody just because they're different than you or because you're afraid of somebody. Don't do that. Just be there for each other and understand and talk. If people talk, that changes everything. So guys, I would love to know your thoughts on these World of Remnants. I love the history that went on within them, but I also like the fact that, again, it talks about these touchy subjects that a lot of people do avoid nowadays, and that's why you gotta hand it to Rooster Teeth, and you gotta hand it to Ruby and Monty especially, because you know what? Despite the fact that there is bad in the world, you just gotta keep on moving forward. But anyway, my friends, if you want to help support the squad and everything that we do, be sure to check out the link in the description where you can find our Patreon. Everything is usually early access. You get RWBY episodes on Saturdays rather than on Thursdays, so you almost get it a week in advance, so that's really good to know. All our other series are also early access, and we also do a lot of fun, like live type of reactions. And what I want to start doing as well is talking to you guys on voice chat about the things that we do, like we watch live on Patreon. A lot of fun coming up for them as well. But anyway, my friends, I hope you have an amazing day. You stay safe out there. You stay weird. You stay wonderful. You stay awesome, my friends. Until the next video, embrace your fangirl and your fanboy every single day. And just get along. Peace out, guys. Yeah, bye.